When you see 123 synchronizer, when you open it for the first time, it will be an empty screen with none of the fields are filled. So what you have to do is browse to the database you want to use. Let's use the demo one. And we open it, and you say, yes, we want a full sync. And once we open it, let's just go in as Chris Huffman. And then we will restart the database. Once the synchronizer has been restarted, we can see that the person who logged in got mapped to the default contact folders, and all the other users are not mapped to any folders whatsoever. So let's just set up a couple of users and in Outlook. To select a user in Outlook, it's quite simple. Just click on the folder icon, go to the user, in this case Alison McCullough, click on Contacts. Now you've mapped. Same thing happens for the calendar. Go to the Alison McCullough calendar and it's mapped. Same thing as tasks. Go to tasks and map. So we do the same thing for Chris Huffman, where we want to select the right contact folders. At this time we've already selected these, and we select the calendar folder and as well as the task folder for Chris Huffman. Always make sure that you got the right name and the right folder set. And we've already done for Fred Fenderline, same thing, that basically mapping the Outlook folder to where we're going to deposit the data that is related to Fred Fenderline. Now just a couple of things. When you click on a user on the left hand side, that's the user you're editing. So if you click on Fred Fenderline, this is going to be the user, and any additions or modifications you make here will affect the person that you selected. Okay, so what we do, we highlight the user that you're actually looking at. It is not the check marked user, it's the one that is highlighted that you're editing. So also, before we go any further, or before you even synchronize, always make sure that your user that is enabled, that means the one that's here, can actually log in into ACT. So you click on the user and just test and see if you can log in, and you'll get the login succeeded prompt. Let's look at Fred Fenderline. We haven't put a password in there, so if you click on the test, it will come up that it need a password. So we'll just type that in, Fenderline, and we'll just put in the password, and now it's been successfully logged in. The synchronizer, when running in the background, will only look or will only consider the users that are check marked. So on this case, only Alison McCullough, Chris Huffman, and Fred Fenderline will be synchronized. Everybody else, because they're not check marked, are ignored, and the synchronizer will just keep on working. So what we have now done is to map these three users that we have enabled to the corresponding Outlook contact, calendar, and tasks folders. So Alison McCullough's to Alison McCullough folders, Chris Huffman and Fred Fenderline to their respective folders in Outlook or Exchange or any public folder that is accessible through the Outlook interface. We use the Outlook interface because it makes it easier for us to explain, but you can also use our pick folder interface on a MAPI Exchange.